On the February edition of Collier Highlights, the Paradise Reef Project kicks off. The County Commission elect a new chair. Record-breaking tourism numbers and major upgrades at Collier airports. These stories and more next on Collier Highlights. On Thursday, January 8th, the Paradise Reef Project team held a ribbon cutting to mark the start of the largest artificial reef project in the Western Hemisphere. The Reef Project team is made up of several organizations and government departments, including Collier County's Coastal Zone Management and Solid Waste departments, which have combined efforts to create the Reef Project. The project will benefit the natural ecosystems of the Gulf and also generate economic development. 18,000 tons of inorganic material will be placed in several locations, creating a reef system. The ribbon-cutting event marked the start of deploying the material.
I have been privileged and really blessed to be able to watch as this project has taken shape, and it was exciting. Each new thing that I would have never thought of has been moving forward, and some of the things that I feel are so important to all of us. Yes, we're going to have a reef, something like nobody else has had in the entire United States of America, this reef. But on top of that, that's exciting in itself. But as you know, our fish population has been dwindling down here. So fishing hasn't been as exciting as it used to be. Well, now they're going to have a place to spawn and to grow our fish population. That's great for the fishermen. It'll also be great for the boaters because they'll be able to go around and just, show their people this is where somewhere down deep here we have a reef. On top of that, it's on top of increasing the fish population, do you know how good it's going to be for us locally, for our environment? We're going to take all of this stuff that you see here, and instead of pouring it in the landfill, it's going to be serving another purpose, the greatest form of recycling I've ever seen, and it adds a new dimension to our tourism industry.
If you want more information on the Artificial Reef Project, check out the video on the Collier Gov YouTube channel. On January 13th, at the first Board of County Commissioners meeting of the new year, the board took to the business of selecting a new chairman and vice chairman. District 5 Commissioner Tim Nance was unanimously elected to chairman and District 1 Commissioner Donna Fiala as vice chair. Immediately following the election, the board presented outgoing chairman Tom Henning with a token of their appreciation.
To begin, congratulations and welcome. We value your service as our new chair, and we look forward to a really good year. And I think everybody should give Commissioner Henning a round of applause and thank him very much for his service in 2014.
Well, as a matter of fact, my first duty as chair is going to be to present Commissioner Henning with this plaque of our appreciation, not only from the board, but from the citizens of Collier County for his service as chair. Now he has his own permanent hammer, which he can, of course, pull out of his pocket as needed, but he provided some great senior leadership and guidance over the past year through some many difficult issues, and we sincerely thank him for his tenacity and perseverance and his service. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Several other important seats were filled as follows: Donna Fiala as Community Redevelopment Agency Chair, Georgia Hiller as Community Economic Development Chair, Tom Henning as Public Safety Chair, and Penny Taylor as Tourist Development Chair. Congratulations to the entire board on their new responsibilities. Major improvement projects are now complete at all 3 county-managed airports. Marco Island, Immokalee, and the Everglades Airport manager, Justin Lobb, took us on a tour and gave us an overview of the projects.
Here at the Marco Island Airport, we just completed a major reconstruction of runway 1735. Prior to the runway completion, The runway was in need of maintenance repairs. It had weeds growing up through the pavement. We went through quite a bit of herbicide here, and now that the runway has been completed down to the base, we now have a completely new runway here at the Marco Island Airport. A separate project that was just recently completed within the county airport system was the Immokalee runway resurfacing, reconstruction, and taxiway extension project. Out there, we did a complete reconstruction of runway 927, which basically took the runway and shifted it 450 feet to the east. It decoupled the runways, which allows for greater safety and efficiency of the airport. And also, as I mentioned, we completed a reconstruction of that runway and taxiway Bravo as well, and along with safety area improvements, new and efficient runway LED lighting system. So it really brings us up to modern standards in the Immokalee Airport. At Everglades, we finally now have a complete parallel taxiway. As before, the southern portion of the taxiway was incomplete, and we now came in with this project, finally finished that last section, and now aircraft are able to taxi full length to access the runway. We have a new management team in place as of 2013, late 2013. Growth management came in, and since that has happened, we've seen completed changes here at the airports, and I believe we're going to see good things for our airports going forward.
Lobb went on to say that the Marco Island Airport is busier than it's been in several years. As we start 2015, the Tourism Department has announced that 2014 was a record-breaking year for tourism in Southwest Florida. Collier County Tourism Director Jack Wirt went over the numbers with us, and the increase over 2013 numbers is impressive.
Spending for people who don't live here coming into our area to enjoy our beaches, our downtown shopping, dining, all of the great attractions that we have here. That is up almost 13% over last year, just topped $1.8 billion in spending from visitors coming to the area. Internationally, we're very proud to report that visitation 2014 compared to 2013 is up over 12%, and 2013 was also a record year. Those people are primarily coming from Germany. We have direct flights from Dusseldorf, Germany into Fort Myers Airport 3 times a week. The UK is also a strong contributor of that visitation, as is Canada. So definitely getting some good numbers of people coming to our area to enjoy the same thing that our domestic travelers like. You know, during the recession, visitation from the Northeast and the Midwest was down some. Especially in the Midwest, it was down significantly. All of that has come back very nicely. The greater Chicago area is now back in plus 7% over a year ago, and the New York corridor, really from Boston down to Philadelphia, that whole northeast seaboard is up also almost 10% over a year ago. We really can look back 4 years and see just after the recession started to end in 2011, we have seen monthly growth in hospitality and tourism jobs each of those months for these 4 years. So we are very blessed to have really about 30,000 of our citizens here in Collier County employed in the hospitality and tourism industry, and those are now year-round jobs. So definitely the visitation coming to the area is supporting new job growth here.
Wirt went on to say that they track the return on investment for every advertising dollar spent. Currently, for every $1 spent, $100 is spent by tourists while in Collier County. The beauty of Collier County can be seen in many aspects of our community. Since 1989, the Adopt a Road program has been working hard to keep Collier County roadways looking good. The Adopt a Road program encourages citizens to demonstrate civic pride by taking group action to help keep county roads beautiful and free of litter. These cleanup efforts also reduce taxpayer road expenses by approximately $250,000 per year. Currently, there are over 60 businesses and organizations who have adopted a road segment and are responsible for cleaning the trash in that area. There are over 30 road segments available for adoptions. Operations Supervisor Diane Lynch explains what to do if you're interested in helping to keep our roadways looking beautiful.
First thing that we'll do is we'll send them an application. Sometimes they're not sure which segment they want. It's one segment per organization. They may be interested in several. We may have several people interested in the same segment, so it's one, first come, first serve. And they'll fill out the application, they'll fill out the agreement, and the first person that can get it back to us that is signed will start the process by putting it through the county attorney's office, confirming that it is a legally registered business, and we'll go from there.
For more information on the Adopt a Road program, call Diane Lynch at 252-8924 or go to colliergov.net and search Adopt a Road. Are you smarter than a stone crab? That was the question being asked on January 21st at the Museum of the Everglades when University of Florida IFAS Extension and Sea Grant Florida hosted an event designed to educate people about seafood in Southwest Florida. Brian Fleck from the Extension Office hosted the event.
We have lots of people that come to Collier County from all over the world, and they might not be familiar with the different types of seafood that we have. So this is a unique opportunity not only to let them actually taste seafood, but also to realize that there's a heritage and a culture identity that's associated with the industry as well. So we partner with the staff from the Museum of the Everglades to give a historical perspective of the importance of our local waters to these communities on the coast. And then we also go over to a local fish house so people can learn about how stone crab claws are processed and what it's like to work in the industry. I also fill in and give them information about the biology and how the fishery is managed.
If you're sorry you missed this event, there is another chance, this time on Marco Island, on Tuesday, April 29th at 3:30 p.m. For more information, call 438-5594. Collier Area Transit, or CAT, is a convenient way to get around town. Now, you may have noticed the bike racks on the front of county buses and wondered if they are easy to use. Collier Highlights' Daniel Christenberry shows us how it's done.
If you ride a bike to your CAT bus stop and to your final destination, CAT offers bicycle racks on the front of most buses for your convenience. To load your bike onto the bicycle rack, simply squeeze the handle and lower the gate. There is a slot for each tire of the bike, and each one is appropriately labeled. Place each tire of the bike in the designated slot. While steadying your bike with one hand, take your other hand and pull the hook over the front tire of your bicycle. Now you are ready to ride CAT. Grab a seat and enjoy the ride. Once you reach your destination and exit the bus, simply unhook your front tire, remove your bike from the rack, squeeze the handle, and lift the rack into the upright position. Now that you have safely unloaded your bike, you can be on your way. Be careful out there.
Now let's take a moment to update the transportation project currently under construction at the intersection of Collier Boulevard and US 41. The two-year project has passed the halfway point, moving from the utility phase to the road construction portion. The busy intersection needed a significant overhaul.
Major improvements on the intersection is actually removing the skew angle. The intersection currently, particularly 951, meets at a skew angle type of intersection. And that skew angle presented safety issues, and some crashes occurred as a result. The project main purpose is to remove that skew, add operational lanes, and improve capacity at the intersection.
The intersection is currently experiencing high volumes of traffic, so please be cautious when traveling through the project area. The Collier County Libraries have some great news for patrons of East Naples, the Estates Branch, and Vanderbilt Beach Libraries. They will now be open once again on Fridays. Back in 2009, during the economic downturn, these branches were forced to close on Fridays. Senior Library Supervisor Denise McMahon says the new hours will benefit everyone.
We're hoping to reach our community throughout Collier County, specifically the people that live near those locations. The reason that we're able to do this is that the 2015 budget now allots funding for these extended hours.
The East Naples Estates Branch and the Vanderbilt Beach Libraries are now open 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Fridays. The Collier County Library System is not only a great place to go and check out some great books or other media, but they also offer some tremendous online services.
Hi, welcome to the Collier County Public Library. My name is Kathleen Dolan, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about some of our online resources that I think you may be interested in. First off, we have Freegal. Freegal is our downloadable music service that we have through the library. It's free and it's legal, and you can download 3 songs a week or 1 song and 1 music video every week. That content is yours to keep, to do with whatever you wish with, either if it's to burn to a CD, transfer to a device. You can also use the free Freegal apps on your Apple or your Android device. Freegal offers over 5 million songs to choose from the Sony Music catalog. There are a variety of different artists and genres to look at, so check out Freegal. Next up, we have Overdrive. Overdrive is our downloadable audiobooks and ebooks that we have. We have thousands of books to choose from in a variety of genres, including children's and young adult titles. These books can be checked out for a limited number of time, and there are no overdue fines or fees associated with that. Again, you can click on the Overdrive link from our website to begin. Next up, we have Zinio. Zinio is our digital magazines that we offer to you. You can choose from over 120 digital magazines to read, including monthly and weekly magazines such as Bloomberg Business Weekly, Star Magazine, Car and Driver, or National Geographic, just to name a few. To access Zinio, start at the library's website at www.collierlibrary.org and click on Zinio. You'll need to set up a free username and ID to begin. Once you do so, you can access Zinio magazines to read on your computer or download these to your mobile device like your iPad or your tablet. Next, we have Mango. Mango is the library's online language learning resource. Each course offers interactive learning through conversation and now includes language learning through films. You can access Mango through the library's website or through the mobile app. Tutor.com offers 24/7 access to free online tutors from grades K through 12 to college and beyond. It provides live online tutoring in all subjects in all grade levels, test prep and writing assistance, as well as career help. For example, in creating an effective resume or preparing for a job interview. Tutor.com also provides a skill resource library with access to informational websites and videos, study guides, worksheets, and more. Tutor.com offers a mobile app, or you can access it through the library's website at www.collierlibrary.org. The Collier County Public Library offers these and many other resources for free with your library card, so please feel free to stop by any of our 10 library locations within the county and get your library card to get started. Again, if you have any questions about any of these resources we've discussed today, please feel free to check out our website or stop by any of our locations.
The Collier County Pollution Control and Prevention Lab is staffed with professionals whose job it is to help keep our groundwater safe for everyone.
Hi, my name is Nospel Perez. I am the Laboratory Supervisor for the Collier County Natural Resources Pollution Control Laboratory. We are a NELAC certified lab. We employ 5 chemists, 2 lab technicians, and 1 quality assurance specialist. We have been located in the Health Building Government Complex since 1992. And our mission as a laboratory is to provide legally defensible and accurate data used for a number of water quality purposes, including evaluation of long-term trends, identification of water quality problems, and the effectiveness of the county's groundwater protection program. We perform a variety of environmental tests on mostly groundwater and surface water, and some of the tests conducted in our laboratory includes nutrients analysis. And the reason for analyzing environmental waters is to monitor nutrient levels over time in order to identify trends. These trends can indicate a contamination of natural waters, which, if found early enough, could be corrected. Some of these nutrients include different types of nitrogen forms such as ammonia and nitrate, or phosphorus species such as total and orthophosphorus. Now, since phosphorus is the nutrient in short supply in most freshwaters, even a modest increase in phosphorus can, under the right conditions, set off a whole chain of undesirable events in a stream, including accelerated plant growth, algae blooms, low dissolved oxygen, and the death of certain fish. This segmented flow analyzer shown here incorporates wet chemistry analysis using an automated approach. This technology provides a considerable advantage over doing tests manually while still providing low detection capabilities and minimal use of chemicals. Another test conducted in our laboratory includes biochemical oxygen demand, or BOD, which measures the amount of oxygen consumed by microorganisms in decomposing organic matter in environmental water. The rate of oxygen consumption in a body of water is affected by a number of variables such as temperature, pH, the presence of certain kinds of microorganisms, and the type of organic and inorganic material in the water. BOD directly affects the amount of dissolved oxygen in rivers and streams. The greater the BOD, the more rapidly oxygen is depleted in the body of water. This means less oxygen is available to higher forms of aquatic life. Another test conducted in our lab is total organic carbon. TOC measures the amount of carbon dioxide produced from organics when a water sample is atomized into a combustion chamber. These organics are derived from decaying vegetation, bacterial growth, and metabolic activities of living organisms or chemicals. This is often a non-specific indicator of water quality. Samples are typically acidified with hydrochloric acid and sparged with purified air to remove inorganic carbon. The sample is then injected into a heated reaction chamber packed with a platinum catalyst. The sample is vaporized and the organic carbon is oxidized to carbon dioxide and water. The detected amount of carbon dioxide is directly proportional to the concentration of carbonaceous material in the sample. In addition, our laboratory conducts trace metals analysis such as arsenic and copper. These analytes are analyzed on sophisticated instruments that are capable of detection as low as 1 part per trillion. This is equivalent to 1 drop of water diluted into 20 Olympic-sized swimming pools, or about 3 seconds out of every 100,000 years. In a typical application, metals are placed in solution by acid digestion. The solution is sprayed into flowing argon and passed into a torch, which is inductively heated to approximately 10,000 degrees Celsius. At this temperature, almost everything is atomized and ionized, forming a plasma which provides a rich source of both excited and ionized atoms. Another test conducted within the laboratory is the microbiological analysis, such as total coliforms, fecal coliforms, and enterococcus, which are monitored to protect the health of the general public. Members of 2 bacteria groups, coliforms and fecal streptococci, are used as indicators of possible sewage contaminations because they are commonly found in human and animal feces. Although they are not generally harmful themselves, they indicate the possible presence of pathogenic disease-causing bacteria, viruses, and protozoans that also live in human and animal digestive systems. Sources of fecal contamination to surface waters can include wastewater treatment plants, on-site septic systems, domestic and wild animal manure, and storm runoff. Another test conducted within the laboratory is the chlorophyll analysis. Now, chlorophyll is essential to the existence of phytoplankton. Phytoplankton can be used as an indicator organism for the health of a particular body of water. Monitoring chlorophyll levels is a direct way of tracking algal growth. Surface waters that have high chlorophyll conditions are typically high in nutrients, generally phosphorus and nitrogen. These nutrients cause the algae to grow or bloom. When algae populations bloom, they deplete dissolved oxygen levels, a primary cause of most fish kills. High levels of nitrogen and phosphorus can be indicators of pollution from man-made sources such as septic system leakage or fertilizer runoff. Thus, chlorophyll measurement can be utilized as an indirect indicator of nutrient levels. The UV-vis spectrometer shown here measures the intensity of light passing through a sample and compares it to the intensity of light before it passes through the sample. The ratio is called transmittance and is usually expressed as a percentage. So as you can see, we do a lot of the work that can't be done in the field. You see, it requires a controlled laboratory environment. Some of the equipment requires specialized space, specialized gases, and solvents. So from a health and safety standpoint alone, doing these tests in the laboratory is absolutely required. The lab is a critical piece of this essential work because without this information, it's difficult to make an environmental decision in an informed manner. So our data is used to help identify problems and help managers develop appropriate solutions. Now, these decisions can often involve millions of dollars in cleanup work, and the laboratory analysis is a crucial component to be able to do just that. Now, for example, we don't want to clean something up that's already clean or not do enough. So we need to know where the pollution is and what concentrations they're at, and the laboratory plays a critical role.
Now, let's take a look at some meetings and events in the month of February. On Tuesday, February 10th at 9 a.m., the Board of County Commissioners will meet in the board chambers on the 3rd floor of the Administration Building on the corner of US 41 and Airport Road. The Metropolitan Planning Organization will meet on Friday, February 13th at 9 a.m. in the board chambers on the 3rd floor of the Admin Building on the corner of US 41 and Airport Road. Also on Friday, February 13th from 7 to 9 p.m., there's a Daddy-Daughter Valentine's Dance at Vineyards Community Park. Treat your special girl to a semi-formal evening out with Daddy. There will be a DJ, snacks, and lots of dancing. Pre-registration is required. For more information and the cost, call 252-4000. The Collier County Planning Commission will meet on Thursday, February 19th at 9 a.m. in the board chambers on the 3rd floor of the Administration Building on the corner of US 41 and Airport Road. On Tuesday, February 24th at 9 a.m., the Board of County Commissioners will meet in the board chambers on the 3rd floor of the Admin Building at the corner of US 41 and Airport Road. February 24th through 28th, the Museum of the Everglades will host the 11th Annual Marjorie Stoneham Douglas Festival. Immerse yourself in South Florida's amazing River of Grass with this 5-day offering of scientific talks, pioneer stories, photography displays, and workshops. Nature walks, canoe trips, and guided tours of the Everglades, 10,000 Islands and Big Cypress Swamp, and the Fakahatchee Strand. For more information, call 695-0008. Now, if you want to review all or part of any county commission meeting, visit colliergov.net and click on the Video Archive section. Once in the Archive section, select the meeting you want to review. For BCC meetings, you can use the convenient drop-down menu to select and jump to any item you are interested in. For additional information on Collier County government, visit our Facebook page at facebook.com/CollierGov. You can also check out videos about county government services at the Collier Gov YouTube channel. That's all we have time for on the February edition of Collier Highlights. Thanks for watching. See you next time.